The long-standing rivalry between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury can only be settled with a fight.
Do you want to fight Jake Paul? Signed. Because I'm in this game to win world titles. You know, that's my goal. I've said that ever since I've had my first professional fight before I got involved in any of this stuff.
After multiple canceling games, there's a chance fans might finally see them in a ring together. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury are quite close to agreeing to fight for a third time. Internet personality Jake Paul and British pro boxer Tommy Fury once again are close to facing each other once and for all. Talks are ongoing for a potential third attempt at having a match in February, but there's no confirmation yet, so these reports should be taken as grains of salt. Both fighters are promised 7 figures for this highly anticipated fight, and it will finally put an end to the Paul-Fury beef. There's no end to the Paul and Fury saga, but word on the street is giving fans hope. Because let's be honest, we've been waiting for this fight for months. Just a few weeks back, Jake Paul told Mirror Fighting, "I've done everything in my power to make the fight against this 8-0 boxer, including offering to go to Manchester for February 18th in partnership with Frank and George Warren." The former Disney star took shots at Fury recently when he called the Brit out for running away from the fight, even though he's being offered big bucks for it. He also took shots at Fury's father, John, who personally challenged Paul when he showed up at Fury's recent fight.
Stop me, son! Get him even! Put the mic down! Put the mic down! I believe
But negotiations are being made once again, even though both fighters have no interest in fighting each other anymore. I mean, I get it. It can get pretty annoying when you prepare for a match and it gets cancelled, and it's even worse when it happens twice. The boxers were set to fight in December 2021 and August 2022, but both matches were cancelled, which brings us all to one question. Why were fights between Tommy Fury and Jake Paul cancelled? After a long-running social media beef, the fighters planned to settle the argument, but obviously that did not go as planned. The pro boxers planned on stepping in the ring on December 18th, 2021. Fans were waiting with anticipation, but their hopes were put to rest when Jake Paul announced that his opponent was pulling just 2 weeks before the fight. Fury pulled out because of medical reasons, as he had a broken rib and multiple fractures. Paul fought Tyron Woodley instead.
Paul is capable of throwing some decent combinations and has done it from time to time. Just haven't been.
The boxers then signed on the dotted line again to face each other on August 6, 2022. Fury was denied entry to America for the press conference. Paul gave him time to deal with his ongoing visa issues. But unfortunately, Fury received a termination notice and pulled out of the fight once again. They've been trying to schedule the fight again ever since, and both parties are desperate to settle the feud, but tired of all the cancellations at the same time. I know that the Brit is being offered big bucks, so it doesn't make sense why he would delay the match. Fans on social media called Fury out when they found out his contract with the Bizaardvark star was $2.5 million. He didn't choose to ignore these comments and instead did something pretty surprising. Tommy Fury responded with a charity ultimatum after Paul's $2.5 million offer. Yes, according to reports, Paul offered Fury $2.5 million for the matchup. Now that's a lot of money for a boxing match. Fury responded to tweets by Paul by saying that he was ready to fight him. What really made his response stand out was that he wanted the fight to be a charity match, with all proceeds going to charity. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. The Brit said that his fight with Jake has gone past the point of it being just for money. He's ready to fight him for free. The 23-year-old athlete said, "I just want to fight you and put an end to you, because all this money and everything has gone on too long. I just want to fight you now. Manchester or London. Next month, we get nothing. All proceeds to charity. Take it or leave it." He currently stands undefeated with 8 wins and 0 losses.
Wanted to hold on.
Yeah, 3 or 4 punch combo that went in there from Fury, and I think that hurt.
And uppercut.
Again, that was lovely.
Right hand, right uppercut, put him away, and he ain't getting up from the...
As you may have guessed with his last name, Fury comes from a boxing background, as he is a half-brother to heavyweight champion Tyson Fury.
Even than we hoped. Better. Wow. Sensational. A minute 10 into round number 11.
Who would know it would go like this?
His dad, John Fury, is also a name in the boxing world. If Fury was trying to prove that he didn't care about money at all by putting forward a charity ultimatum, let's just say boxing promoter Frank Warren made it harder for him to prove it. Frank Warren said that the Jake Paul fight means life-changing money for Fury. We know that negotiations are going on behind the scenes, to make sure this fight happens to put an end to all this drama for worse or for better. So if you thought Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury was done, it's still a topic of conversation in the boxing world. Warren, during an interview with IFL TV, said, "It's life-changing money for Tommy, and obviously he wants it. Does he really want it? Because his charity ultimatum gave me quite a different idea." The boxing promoter also said that both teams are determined to make the fight happen, and we might actually see it now. They're positive that a fight will be made, and I have my fingers crossed. I know that Paul is fighting in February. The opponent is not confirmed yet, but we will see him in a ring next month. UFC fighter Mike Perry recently revealed that he was in the talks for fighting the problem child.
No boxing. I love boxing.
No, it's a great
It would be a great opportunity to fight Jake. I would love the opportunity.
You guys are about the same size.
I mean, he's actually quite bigger than me.
He even said that a contract was signed between the two parties. However, according to Perry, Paul changed his mind and backed out. Maybe Perry was just a backup option, with Paul's focus shifting back to Fury, which is why he decided to drop him. Paul desperately wants to end his feud with Fury, and so do I. I've been saying Paul-Fury drama a lot, and you may be wondering how it started. Don't worry, because if you haven't been keeping up, I have it all here for you. So, what's the Paul-Fury feud, and how did it start? Just like almost every other feud in pop culture, this one also started on social media. Let's briefly go over what happened. It all started when Tommy's brother Tyson decided to congratulate his brother after he won a fight against Scott Williams in London.
To fiddle your way through a fight, and he'll be giving all his advice and words of encouragement to Scott to try and do precisely that against Tommy Fury.
He shared stats showing that Tommy's fight was viewed more than 1 million times, while other fights hardly crossed the 100,000 mark. Paul stepped in when it was revealed that the stats Tyson shared were fake. He mocked the heavyweight champion for sharing fraudulent information. And my friends, this was the start of the long-running beef. Tyson challenged Paul to fight his brother Tommy, and both stars were embroiled in online threats against each other. Paul took things to a whole new level when he involved Tommy's girlfriend in the drama, saying she DM'd the YouTuber on Instagram. This social media war continued while the boxers decided to settle things with a fight. We all know that match didn't happen yet, but it soon just might. Now I know you're wondering when to expect the fight. The Jake Paul vs. Tommy Fury fight is set to take place in February. What I'm about to say next is solely based on rumors and should be taken as grains of salt. Social media outlet The Bread Batch reported that the fight is set to take place on February 25th in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, since entry into America has been an issue in the past, the athletes have decided to take their feud to the Middle East. This may most likely be a charity match, but nothing is confirmed yet. I'm just gonna hope that I do see these two in the same ring in this lifetime.
Jake, Tommy Fury. What's good, son? Listen, you need to stop running, my friend, and let's get it on.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.